Hello, good morning, viewers. I welcome all of you to another thrilling episode of Realities of Life. With you on stage this morning is Reverend Mrs. Melditz, Bede-Wealth, Ekpelibe. I have come with another wonderful topic. A topic that has been causing, I don't know what to say. It has been causing problem among families of the world. Culture, should culture be upheld? Should culture be upheld? What is culture? Culture is a way of doing things of a particular set of people. Maybe Western world, they have their own culture. Africa, we have our own culture. Every nation, when you come to Africa, Nigerians, they have their own culture. And if you get to Nigeria, every ethnic group, they have their own cultures. Must this culture be considered? Yes, I have come because so many things are really happening on this planet Earth among our women. Women, today is your day. Because, for instance, most of the women that live in this Western part of the world, we forgot that where we are coming from, there's something they call culture. There's something they call culture. I want to bring something to you. The word gender equality. If the people that brought it out into the world knew that it would turn the world upside down, they wouldn't have brought it. But they have seen what it is causing in their own nations, and they are pushing it down to us. We in Africa, they are pushing it down to us because they have termed us as third world countries. They are continents, so they are pushing it down to us. Let me tell you one thing. Under this equality and this culture, must culture be considered, we have to, I'm going to talk about it under different subheadings. We are going to look at gender equality. What is gender equality? Equality means both men and women, we have equal rights in this nation, in this planet Earth. We have equal rights. Though, if we start looking at it religiously, according to the Christians, our Bible says that man is the head of the family and man must be respected and considered. Then if you come to Islamic religion, man is the head. And they see that a man has right to get married to as many wives, as many women as possible. They see that they are helping the women to have a say, to have a name. That is their culture. It must be respected. Whichever side you belong, you must respect your own culture. Okay. Then we come to this gender equality. Since it came out, so many women have failed to understand that the man must be respected. The man, as the head of the family, the wife is under the man. Okay? The Bible made us understand that the man is the priest of the home. Okay. But most of us women, when we remember gender equality, no, we tend to lose sight of that. We now believe that we are the men. Whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. It is possible, but we must not forget to give honor to whom honor is due. For instance, in the Western world, there are so many girls out there. There are so many pretty damsels out there. They are rich, they've got good jobs, they've got money, but they are looking for life partners. Most of them have emailed me, most of them have written me through my messenger to talk on it. Why are men leave the girls here, the girls that they are here, and when they want to get married, they go down to Africa and get married? And I have talked to so many young men. I've talked to so many married men. And I've come to the conclusion that 70% of them are afraid of what girls that they're married here do to them. In the marriage, the men end up suffering. They end up suffering. For instance, if a man approaches a girl here and say, please, Can I be your life partner? Can you be my life partner? She will say yes. Some even go as far as going to the court to put down I'll put down my what I have, what I'm worth. Then you put down your own, so that if we are to part way any day, you take yours, I take mine, then we divide the other one. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't come in. This shouldn't come in when there's that love. It's only when there's no love that the marriage is on arrangement that such things can be pronounced. And remember, it is the name you call your dog that it answers for you. It is what you do, what you believe in that comes to you. Starting a marriage on this step or on this foundation, you already believe that marriage isn't going to last. You already believe that marriage is going to hit the rocks. So you start planning of getting back what belongs to you on time. It's not right. Where is that love? Gender equality is good, but we have to be doing it, remembering we have to be doing it, not trying to step on anybody's toes. Before a man approaches a woman and says, please, I love you, can you spend the rest of your life with me? Before a man does that, the man really loves you. There are so many ladies out there on the streets. There are so many women out there. But he chose you, which shows he really loves you. He wants you to spend the rest of your life with him. So, if you really love him, go ahead. But if you know that you don't love this man, don't go into a marriage of convenience, because it's not going to last. It's not going to last. When there's love, there shouldn't be marriage of convenience. That marriage should be built on a solid rock. Love. Okay? So, when this happens, and I've seen, like I said, I've carried out some researches and I've come to the conclusion 70% of men here are afraid to get married to our black girls here because of what they've seen others do to their husbands. Instead, they prefer to go to Africa and get married and bring the person back home and bring the person back here. And even most of the women they bring from Africa, oh my God. Oh my God. Where is that love? So many girls down there again want to marry a man because he's in western parts of the world. They want to come out. They want to answer, I have gotten married. I'm going to abroad. I want to go abroad and live with a man. But when you come here, you start noticing other people you feel are maybe more handsome than the man. Or you end up start having extramarital affair, which shows that your love for the man was never built on love. It was just a marriage of convenience. Okay? Okay. Those same people that brought gender equality, they also brought to us family planning. Family planning. They saw what gender equality have done to them, to their system. Most women don't even want to have a child. A nation's strength is in the number. A nation's strength is in the number. Is in the number. You cannot compare a nation whereby every man gets married to a woman and they have a child, to a nation where a man is free to have as many wives as possible, and maybe a man with 7 wives might end up having maybe 40 kids. The strength of a nation is in the number. It's not that I'm saying that it's good to marry so many wives. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's not equally bad to those people that their religion promotes that. It's not bad. That is their religion. And that whose culture condones that is not bad. That is their religion. That is their culture. But I'm saying that those people that brought gender equality and brought family planning to us is not right. They are now pushing it down to Africa, so that Africans who will stop bearing children will end up taking part in family planning, so that our number will be reduced. 1,000 times no. So that our number will be reduced. 1,000 times no is not right. It's not right. They saw the damage that is doing to their own system, so they know that with time, it's like Africa will continue to grow. And with time, we might take over the world, but they don't want it. So they want to start cutting down everything childbirth in Africa. I'm not saying that family planning is bad. It's not bad. It depends on your health. How healthy are you? For instance, my mother had 10 children, 5 girls, 5 boys. I am number 9 and the last girl. She's still alive. She was 94 in April. So she was healthy to go through it. But if you're not healthy to go through it, please give birth to the one that you can carry. Maybe 1 or 2. It depends on your health. Everybody knows his or her own health. Like for instance, myself, I know my health. I know how healthy I am. More than anybody on this planet Earth. It is only myself that can tell myself the truth, the whole truth about myself. Okay? Please, all these things are ways to maybe pull down your culture. In Africa, we give birth to so many children. We give birth to so many children. God bless Africa for that. So, if an African will come to Europe and start thinking of maybe family planning, and you carry it on your head, tell your husband, no, I don't want any baby, I don't want any child. You should have told the man on time before the onset of the marriage, so that you will know. It is difficult and painful for men to be reunite with women in Africa, bring them over here, only for them to be stepped upon by that same woman. That was why, again, they preach, if a man does anything you don't like, go to the police, go for separation, go for divorce. It is still that number that is being fought here. Still that number that is being fought. If you separate from your marriage, maybe you have 2 kids. Of course, you can't have any more with that man. Or maybe you've not gotten any. You can't have any more with the man. It is the number that is being fought. Where we come from, like I said, we have a culture. It is our culture in Africa for a woman to have as many kids as possible. It's our culture. So when the people that brought family planning brought it for us, they brought it to fight our number. Our number. And most women, they help this out by frustrating man in the marriage and then stepping out. When a marriage is separated, when a marriage ends in divorce, there is nothing you can do to help your children because they are the people that suffer it. That same number. Most children don't survive it. In separation, in divorce, you produce unhealthy children are being produced. Even the children that were healthy when the parents were staying together. When divorce takes place, some get sick, some don't even divide it, staying alone with mommy without daddy. Can you believe that some women go to the extent of hacking their husband's phones? When they hack their husband's phone, then they produce false messages and take it to the police so that the marriage can be stopped or separated. It shouldn't be. Where was that love you started with? Where is that love you reciprocated to the man when he told you, I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you? Where is that love? There are things that needs to be done. Where we come from, we don't do that. We shouldn't come to Western world and start imbibing their culture the wrong way. No. Most of our African men here in this Western world are being reduced, are being forced to become redundant. You see them architects, doctors, lawyers, computer engineers. Whenever they have this problem with their wives, they end up not working, not doing anything. It demoralizes them. It makes them become redundant overnight. Because when the woman does that, the man will start paying what we call alimony. He start paying money to the wife for the upkeep of the kids. A man might finish working. By the time they pay him 100% of his salary, he will pay 70% to the woman who he knows have lied against him. Do you know what these men resort to? They decide not to work. Some go into depression. Some develop high blood pressure because of it. How happy will you be seeing the once love of your life suffer because of you? Oh my God. That's why I said culture needs to be upheld. Where I come from in Africa, we respect our husbands. You don't hurt your husband. We respect them. We respect them. That is what God wants you to do. That is what is expected of you. Don't say that your eyes are open. One told me that, no, my eyes are shined. Before I wasn't seeing well, but now I can see. I said, were you blind before? She said, no. I said, this is the devil trying to make a mess of you, try to make a mess of your family with your help. She told me that she doesn't care. But the other day, I saw a woman. She was just on Reels advising women, please don't mess up with your marriages. That she was there 20 years ago and she's suffering now. That she thought that was the best thing for her. But she is now suffering. She was urging the girls, the young women, please, whatever you see in your marriage can be solved. Don't take laws into your hands to break what you've built for a long time. Whatever your husband has done to you, it can be forgiven. It can be forgotten. That's where the love becomes more sweet. Everything you do in a marriage, you do for your husband, you do for your kids. All these westernized things, equality, gender equality, family planning, divorce the man when don't take any trash from any man. Whenever the man annoys you, divorce him, get separated, move on with your life, bust him, let him move on with their own life. All these are geared towards frustrating growth, family growth. They are all geared towards frustrating family growth. But when you know where you're coming from, please uphold that culture. Do what that culture says you should do concerning your home, your marriage, your husband, your wife. Women, I'm talking to you today. The next episode will be myself and men. Please, it is a woman that decides to keep the home. It is a woman that decides that the home should get scattered. Why should you scatter what you've built in years in a twinkle of an eye? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Please, if you are the sound of my voice, you're a lady. Please, you're a woman, please. And you know that these things I'm talking about is what is going on in your life. Please make a U-turn. Make a U-turn. Save your marriage on time. Let the culture of where you're coming from, let it guide you, irrespective of where you find yourself, irrespective of where you are now, irrespective of what you're seeing, the friends you keep. Be careful about the friends you keep. Be careful about the people that advises you. No, somebody that is not in a home cannot advise you rightly to remain in your own home. It's not possible. Everybody now goes online to teach marriage. Even the people that don't know what marriage is all about. Even the people that have not even tasted marriage. What kind of advice do you think they can give you? They're the set of people that will tell you when a man wrongs you, move away. In the Western world we are, when a man does anything to a woman, they don't forgive. Even if it's a lie, they don't forgive. They expect you to be perfect, to be the Mr. Perfect. You don't tell a lie. You that is trying to crucify a man because he told a lie, haven't you ever told somebody a lie in your whole life? Were you crucified? Were you not forgiven? Why can't you forgive the person that has lied to you? That is their culture. They want their men to be perfect, Mr. Perfect. That is not my culture where I'm coming from. Everybody is bound to mistakes and it's binding on us to forgive them. If you can have this mindset, look at that your beautiful daughter. Look at that your handsome son. Look them in the face and tell them that I am leaving you. You can't. You can't, except it is not the blood that is running in your veins. That will tell you that is the work of the devil. Devil is the architect of separation. Devil is the architect of divorces. That is the devil. You might feel you're leaving your husband now. You want to leave your husband. You want to catch some fun outside. There's no fun you can catch that will be better than the fun you're catching with your husband, with your children, inside your matrimonial home. Any fun you think you're catching outside is not going to last. They might rush you. You're beautiful. They know that there's no man that will stop you. They will end up messing you up. Not enjoying life. It is messing up. It mess up the woman. After some years, the truth will be dawned on you. But that time, maybe like you ask the man, move on, I've moved on. Maybe the man has moved on with another lady. You are the person that will suffer it. Remember, old age comes. Unless you don't want to experience old age. Which you need to spend with your loved ones so that it will be more sweet. When you find yourself in that old age and you're alone, it's not going to be easy for you. And you won't try to be a hindrance to your children's happiness in their own marriages by trying to tell one of your children, I'm coming to live with you, and you become a burden to him or her. No. Allow your children enjoy their homes. Because when it was your turn, you refused to enjoy it. Don't give in to the devil to tell a lie about your husband. A lie that can cost you your marriage. A lie that can cost your husband his life. He will go into depression. From depression, any other thing can set in. You never can tell. Or he becomes hypertensive. If he's not treated, he might end up having stroke. Stroke can just take one attack. The second one takes the man. Praise the Lord. It's not right. Always remember and be ready to pay in. Give in to the man what he has, a better thing. That's care for the man more than he has cared for you. Remember, out of 1,001 ladies out there, he chose you. You don't even know the pain he went through, the fight he went through with his family just to marry you. They might say, no, don't marry her. We don't want her. But he insisted, no, this is the love of my life. This is whom I want to spend the rest of my life with. And he brings you in for you to fuck him up at the later stage. By destroying his marriage? No. Please. It shouldn't be. Don't give in to the person. Don't allow the person put you in a bondage that will be difficult for you to come out. It's a bondage. Separation is a bondage. It is. Divorce is a bigger bondage. Please, the children that you suffered to give birth to 9 months, you carry them 9 months, go through labor, bring them out. Why will you like to, all of a sudden, because of your selfish desires, you decide to end their lives by removing them from the family they've known to a family where they'll be longing for one parent? Okay? It might result, you might end up producing unhealthy children. They were healthy when it happens, but not all children bear it. Whenever you want to take that kind of step, please consider your children. Consider your children. Children that are bundles of joy. We shouldn't take them through this. It might be too much for them to bear. Like I said earlier on, gender equality, they call it, there's a word I want to remember. They call it, no, that culture is not for me. I'm not in the Western world. I want to imbibe a new culture. Gender equality, imbibing of new culture, family planning, all of them are geared towards frustrating family growth. Please, make hay while the sun shines. We have come to the end of this program for today. I urge you, if you're at the edge of separation, please make a U-turn. Go back. Go back. Remember the love, how it started. Remember the man. Remember your first kiss. Remember the first love you made together. Please don't let it go. Remember the children God has blessed you with. Please don't put them through stress. They might not survive the stress. I'll be happy if you can do these things and see the world move in your favor. Thank you. See you same time the other week. Okay? Men, I'll have a word with you. Please feel free to DM me in my messenger, in my WhatsApp. I'm always available to listen to you. Do uphold your marriages. They're worth upholding. Don't forget the culture of where you're coming from before you take any drastic step. See you same time next week. Bye.